Hello, all you imps, pixies, and other fine fae folk. It's me, Michelle, the Hobby Hobbit. This is a channel where we play with different kinds of artsy craftsy things, but we are master of none. To those of you who have just wandered across this channel, I would love it if you would give me a like and a subscribe. It helps my baby channel grow. To those of you who have subscribed and have come back, hi, how are you? How you doing? Welcome back. Right, in the description box there is a list of channels to support, channels to inspire, product I like. Check it out. We also have a code for Etsy from My Scrap Cabin Shop, Hobbit 10. This is Erin. She does the seam binding that I love. And then Tuki Designs, Hobby 75. I will admit I don't know if these are still active since I have been not active on YouTube for the last 8 weeks or so. So try it and see. That's all I can say. And then I do want you guys to go and check out Vintage Paper by Design. She has the best looking little ephemera folders and or coupon folders. Call it what you will, but they're really cute. If I remember, I'll pop some pictures up in the description or up in the video right here. I'm going to go and shut my door real quick and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have an obscene amount of washi tape, and I thought, you know, back when I very first started doing junk journals, before I had the YouTube channel, I had made a couple of little notebooks using washi tape. So I thought, you know, I've not seen anyone do that. Doesn't mean they haven't, because I've only been doing this for a year now, you guys, like a year and a half. So I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but I haven't seen the video recently. So I thought, let's make a few little notebooks with some washi tape. Since we have this journal here, I do want to see if I can get like a pastel purple out of my obscene amount of washi tapes here, you guys. I mean, when I say obscene, I mean obscene. So you can go in there. You need to go back into one of these. So you can come out, and you can. Sorry guys, it's part of the OCD in me. I gotta straighten it up as I mess it up. Okay, so I think, you know what, let's just do a couple of these pastels. Yeah? Oh, these stinking nails have got to go. I have that one already pulled. Let's do these two. And the feathers, why not? That's what we're going to work with, yeah? Okay. I don't know why I'm fussing so much about getting those straightened, because they're going to mess up as soon as I let this thing fold down and put it up. Oh, come on. Now, oh, that was close. That was really close, you guys. I have all of those china jars that hold all of my washies, or all of my ephemera stuff. That was really close. Those could have broke. Good grief. Okay, so where was I? What was I saying? Yeah. Washi tape. So we're going to use these. Oh my gosh, you guys. Maybe I shouldn't be filming a video right now. Okay, you can go back up there where you've always been. You can sit there. That's where I keep you guys. You're fine. Okay, paper. Paper. I've got some stuff that I've got kind of started already. I can use some of that. We can use some of these. I've got some of that. And let me go get a piece of notebook paper from somewhere. Maybe. use some paper that Melissa Sue gave me. Well, sold me. I bought some off of her. She had a sale of stuff going on, and I bought some on an auction. Right. I also, because I saw on before, that's what I was saying before the China went going. Is it Treasured Books? I know she's in my description box. Is it Treasured? I feel like her name is Natasha, maybe with the Treasured Books. She does a bunch of junk journal stuff. She has said that you can acrylic paint over book pages and use them. So I want to try that. That's what I thought about trying. I'm going to be cutting this down anyways. These are going to be oh, good grief. I know this is glued in. It's not sewn in. Although, it looks like it could be. I don't know. I don't know what the heck's going on with this. Okay. Oh, it was sewn in, but I'd unsewn it. Okay. Unsewn it? I took the stitches apart. So we'll use these instead of these. Right, since I'm using this pretty pastel purple, and then we want it light enough that we can write on, so I'm going to do like this kind of yellow color here, I think. Ooh, no, that's ugly. What if we do a light blue, and we'll do it like a pink. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do for our colors on this to try and see how this is going to work. Let me get my other pages out of the way here. What do I have to encompass this with? Copious amounts of I'm trying to think of the best brush to use, guys. Sorry. I'm just going to use this thing. It's a real cheap brush, but I'm just doing real quick stuff. And I've just realized I need water and probably a napkin. So I will be right back. I realize I probably don't need a paintbrush because Carrie the crafter, Carrie Griffiths, does this technique with regular paper and acrylic paint that I think might work on this. So I'm going to put this over here so that in case it doesn't work, I've got the paint back up. Yeah, can you guys see the paint in here? Yes. You can see the pages. Yes. Okay, this is Shuttle Art Rose. There's no number on it. Oh yeah, there is. No, it isn't. It says it conforms to. So it's color Rose. Got these on Amazon not too long ago. Because I saw some stuff that Carrie did that I very, very much liked. Okay, Shuttle Art. What's going on here, bud? Oh, that's what's going on. They have protective plastic. And you know what's going to happen. I've got these stupid fake nails on, and I'm probably not going to be able to pull them apart. I think I just figured out why all those girls on TikTok use tweezers now instead of their hands when they're pulling stickers off. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh. This is some work, yo. And I'm worried I'm gonna spill it everywhere. There we go. Ew, that is thick. She's thick, y'all. I don't... You know what? That might be enough because I'm only doing a few of these. I'm putting this back in because I'm not going to use a lot of these paints on an everyday basis, so I don't want them drying out. So you're going to watch me struggle with this. This is the Shuttle Art Pale Blue. For those of us keeping tabs on what color Michelle's using. Come on. Okay, pale blue. Good old smear of it. Ooh, that just spat back at me. That is all over my face. This one is Hissico Amethyst. That number is H034. This was also a Amazon purchase. These were like, I got like one had like 99 colors in it and one had like 54 colors in it. Crazy. And most of them were pastels, so I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely calling my name, because I knew I wanted to try oh my gosh. I knew I wanted to try this. Oh. That's what I was hoping to avoid. I'm just putting a little bit more on there because, well, purple's our main color on this, right? Okay, so what I saw Carrie the Crafter do is take a wet wipe, which these aren't exactly wet anymore, so I'm going to dip a little water on there to make it moist. And then he just kind of dips in here and just goes and just, and I don't think this is going to work the way for the purpose that I want. No, that's not going to work. Okay. Works perfectly for the other project that I'll show later that he does. Which, of course, it works perfectly because he has virtually invented it. Okay, so the goal of this is to have a good... I'm going to need way more paint, aren't I? I didn't realize how much it was going to take. The goal is to have enough paint on here that when it dries you can actually write on the surface of it. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of paint to do. And it doesn't have to be super thick, as long as you can obscure it. Because I can see, like, that's kind of obscured now. So you could write on that. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? You picking up what I'm laying down? You feel me, dog? Okay. Alright, I'm going to wipe this off because we may be applying more shortly. We're going to do a test run of this first because I may have it completely wrong. It's been a long time since I watched the video, which is why I can't remember exactly who did it, because I'm bringing in a heat source. I'm going to move that over because I don't want to drop it in the liquid cube myself, because we all know what a klutz I am, y'all. Right? So I'm just going to run this over this to let it dry some. And then if this works, we'll paint the rest of these pages, set them aside to dry while we're waiting on everything else. Okay, I'm going to guess that's going to be, yeah, that's dry enough. All right, so we're going to try pencil. We'll try this gel kind of pen, and then I have kind of like a marker that we'll try, yeah? So pencil first. Pencil works fine. Okay, so this one works okay. I don't know if it's because it had to get used to writing on this. Yeah, once you get it going, it's all right. And then this is a marker. It's kind of like a fine line marker. It's just a cheap from the $1 Five Below place. Yeah, okay. We're going to start painting some pages then, y'all. Good to know, good to know. And that doesn't really rub off. Good, 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 good. All right. So that means I got to fight with these stinking lids again. Mom's going to be calling me in just a second, I bet. It sounds like she just dropped something. That I feel like I want to mix with some white, because I feel like that is way darker than I want it to be. But I'll never match the same color up again, so I'm not going to. Okay. And this one, come on, pink. Yeah, got it much easier. There we go. Okay. Paper towel would probably be good at this point in time. Let's see if I have any. Yes, I do. All right. Drop everything, of course. So I think I'm going to put this one aside for now. I don't exactly have to have it. So let's set that one aside since I've written all over it. This and this. Now these notebooks are going to be about that, maybe about that size. So we need to turn these pages. We'll work on these three first. And which way did I say? Okay, this way. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to randomly start painting these. No rhyme or reason to how or where I'm placing it. We're just going to start having fun with it, yeah? Once we start to have more fun, it gets more fun. Yeah, baby. Okay. Let me get my little skizzies out of the way before I step on them, because that's what's going to happen. We all know me. I'm extremely klutzy. Okay. Case in point, Michelle likes to stick her fingers in the paint. Do, 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 do. I don't know why I keep wanting to sing Moon River. I don't know. I do it at work too. One of my coworkers and I, we tend to trade songs and phrases back and forth to each other. Unintentionally. And so it's always kind of fun to see what new thing we can get stuck in each other's heads. Right, so you see what I'm doing here. I'm having fun playing with the colors of it. Okay, now we'll move on to this purple. Which, I mean, it's dark, but we'll work with it. My mom, bless her, she keeps checking that time. She shouldn't be hungry. Do 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 do. Just enough so that we can write through it, write over it, and enjoy, yeah? And I must not have that much. Nope, I don't have that much purple left, so I'm not going to do a whole lot. We'll just bring out the blue here. And then bring down the pink here. And I'm not for sure how far down this will go or how wide. Oh, do we want to add any more on this? Yeah, we can put some more over here. Rightio, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna let those dry. We'll start cutting up some of these other papers. To get ready, and then we'll put them together with the washi. How's that sound? Yeah? Cool beans, Michelle. We love you. You're such a cool hobbit. Right, so if you've made it this far, sadly I did not do the drawing for the April or May. for the mystery phrase thing. So I'm going to continue on as long as I'm able to make videos. We'll keep working on them. Today's key phrase is going to be the word paint. Paint is the key phrase. Paint. What that means is you guys will now have an opportunity to enter into a drawing. Like I said, for May, April, May I didn't get to because I only did like a video in May and 2 videos in April, so there wasn't enough entries. But what the premise of this is, with the word paint, you are now going to put a sentence in comments. Something using that word, and not such like key phrases paint. No, it's got to be something along the lines of, like, say the word was love. I really loved this video. My favorite part about it was, you know, I have found that the love of my life is my cat, you know, that kind of thing. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah. That way anybody that's looking through the videos and looking through the comments can't just kind of quite quickly figure out what the phrase is. It's kind of just to make sure that you guys are watching. It's to help my views. It's to help my content. And it's to help my channel. And, you know, and it's a way of thanking you guys for being there for me, mainly. The prizes aren't going to be spectacular unless I end up in like 25,000 followers. Unlikely. But unless I end up with some crazy amount like that, the prizes aren't going to be much. The first and only successful month that I've drawn it, and I still have, I know I have to get it out to you, Melissa, I just haven't had time yet, and I'll probably do that not this coming Saturday, but the Saturday following, all things considered. I'll put a note in my phone to remind myself. But the first prize was 3 of Erin's beautiful seam binding from my scrap cabin shop. It was a pop-up sunflower book, for lack of a better word. Okay, this is 6 inches. Wait, hang on, we've got to figure something out here. How wide is this paper? This paper is 10.5 inches wide. And how wide do I want these to be? Oh, I realized no, I didn't. Okay, it's growing that way. I want these to be about 3 inches. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so about 3 inches. So if this is 10.5, I need to cut off 1.5 all the way down. And that's 1. Come on. Right, so there is 1.5. That can be saved for something else. And then we should have 3 little 3 inches. So I can cut this along this line. And that will be 3 inches. And then I can cut it at 3 inches. And then, where's the halfway mark? Right about there. We'll just cut it in half. Come on. Come on. And that's where the, yep. Okay, so there's those. This is 6 inches, so I'm going to cut this down at 3. So we'll have a couple of those. This is just paper that I get from work. It comes in shipments of supplies, and so I will have my supply guy hold it for me and send it to me when they come in. It's not quite craft paper, it's more paper bag paper. Not even that, because it's incredibly thin. I don't know if you guys can see. You know what, I just realized that this is kind of dark in here, isn't Hey, now we can see, guys. It's been so long since I've been in here. I'm like, why do I feel like I can't see? Kind of forgot my lamp turned up like that. Okay. I'm not worried that these aren't going to be the same length. I just want them to be, you know, as close to the same measurements on the sides, just for ease as possible. Well, I've got these. We'll cut them roughly in half. This one. Here she goes, hitting that time thing again. Bless her. That's the biggest thing for her, is knowing the time. That's why I can't wait for this Echo device to come. I was kind of resistant against it, but the more I realize that it's something that she can use, the more I'm like, okay, we're going to get this thing. So that it can read off the date and time for my mom, whether it's day or night. It set an alarm too, so that she can hear or know when it's time to take a medicine or something. So that hopefully it'll be a call Michelle or call 911 if we need it. Okay, so this is 11 inches, so I'm going to cut 2 inches off. And then I'm also going to hook up my Audible account to it, since it's going to be from my phone. So hopefully if Mom feels like it, she can ask for a book on tape. An Audible book. I'm trying to get her to realize that just because she doesn't have vision doesn't mean that her life does not have value. That's our struggle right now. Okay, and then this 11, so I'm going to cut off 2 inches again on this. Maybe. For those of you curious as to why I just flipped that around before I cut it, it's because I can't see 2 inches off to this side, but I can see 2 inches here. So in order for me to be able to see what I was doing, I had to do a little cutty cut from the opposite side. So like for here, I can see that's 3 inches, but here, I know this is 6 inches, and since I've cut it, I know this is 3 inches, since I've cut those extra 2 inches off. So now I know that I've got a good count here. Does that make any kind of sense to you at all? Okay, then we'll cut this in half. Okay, these I'm gonna have to bring the dryer out for, because they are not. I had hoped by the time we were done playing with all that cutter stuff, they would be dry, but they're not, so we'll just blast them a bit. This is the Tim Holtz heat gun. I got it because I saw it on another channel, Juliet Camille Crafts Designs. She's a big inspiration. She's on my inspiration list. So is Nick the Booksmith. Who else do I have on there? I've got Carrie the Crafter, Denise Junk Journals UK, Sharon Dixon is on there, and then there's some others. I think I've got the Paper Terraces on there, Rach and Bella Crafts, Angela Care, those are all on my for inspiration. Probably a few more because as I like them, I put them. And then the channels to support are smaller channels like mine that I like. I would love for you guys to go check that out and give them a big support. Because we all truly do appreciate and try to send our viewers over to each other all the time. I know Rhonda over at Junk Journal Diva specifically, she will mention me quite a bit in her videos. I'm trying to see, is that still, yeah, that's still wet. Let's flip it over and try and get some from the back. I was going to redo my nails today. Well, last night I wanted to, but it was just too hot. Today I'm just like, yeah, no, it's too hot. Because I can't do it inside the house because the monomer really does smell up the house. No, I did not do this design. What I mean by redoing them, I was going to just take the color off. I was going to do a little bit of filler on them, reshape them a bit, and then repaint them. I have done my nails in the past. Don't get me wrong, I have. I'm not great at it, but I am learning. But it's something that I have to do outside because Mom's on oxygen. My brother can't stand the smell of the stuff, and it really does. The monomer does completely smell throughout the home. So yeah, can't do that. Right. So what I'm gonna do here, let's see, is this? That's not quite 3 inches, so I'm just gonna cut. Let's see. That's definitely close to your 3-inch mark. And I'll bet you I'm getting all, yeah, I'm getting paint underneath here. Yeah. Does this come off? Can I take that off to clean it, I wonder? Okay, there's one. I wonder if I can. Just, yeah, I bet that pops right out. Okay, good. I can clean that then. Okay, so I'm going to try and capture as much of the color as I can because I didn't get it completely colored over here. And then here's 3, which takes off the plane. That's not too bad, you guys. Yeah. Go ahead and come on. There we go. Good night. Okay. How do I want to do this? 3. Nope, I was right this way. Actually, let's do this. Let's cut that weird. Now, normally I would love those rough edges, but since I know they've got to be this directional, I can't have that fun edge poke out on the side, and I really want my sides to be even. I don't care about the bottom if it laps over one another, but I do want the sides to be as even as possible. Now I'm going just over 3 on this because I have that little bit of lip there. So now I'll turn this around. Put 3 here. Now that works. This one I'm going to take a bit off. Take a bit off. Okay. Let's go ahead and now There we go. That's perfect. Okay. You know, all these times that I pick this up, I've got such a small trash can that 99% of the time, these little slivers, I end up dropping them out of my trash can as I'm taking them to the big trash bag that I have over in the corner. Yeah, good times. Good times. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to see which one I want. I want this one here because these two at least have purple. Okay. Or yeah, that's how we'll do it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 piles. I've got 2 signatures in that one, so 2 notebooks. So we're just going to kind of count these out to make sure we got even numbers. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I cannot believe how this has worked out. Oh my gosh. I couldn't do that again if I tried, you guys. Seriously. Right, so what we're going to do here now is I'm just going to lay these out in a mishmash order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. See what I did? I just kind of messed it up. That's all I did. Mix them up. Yeah, it didn't take me too long to do that. All right, where's the card? I am going to do that same thing. Card there. There. That. Let's get these 3 here. Get another one of those. One of those. Nope, we're going to put the pretty one on top. Okay, so now it's pretty easy. Okay, so I'm itching because I've had the top down, and so I've got a little bit of windburn on my arms. And a little bit of sunburn, I think. But who can resist top down weather, yeah? Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this. And then I'm going to tape them. Not completely taped, just enough that they're close enough so the pages will flip. Yeah. There we go. And then you want to keep your handy dandy skizzies close by so that you can keep this handy. So then that's going to be on, why is that not folding properly? Okay, that'll be our first page. Now we're going to do it like this. And then so on and so on, yeah? And we don't necessarily have to do full strips. You can just do little hinges, which I think, you know what, we're going to go ahead and do. Just do little hinges. That gets flipped. This one comes here. I'm going to flip that because I like that jagged edge for the bottom, yeah? This will be quicker because the ones I made were much smaller. I didn't have as many pages in them, so this will be much, much quicker for us. And we just kind of flip, and then we can clean up the edges when we get to it, yeah? And I'm not really worrying about when I tear the tape. I don't worry so much because it's part of a junk journal. The whole point of junk journals is all that tearing stuff, yeah? But when I do it across the top, I do want that nice line. Now you see what's going on here? These are all kind of sliding up. That's okay, we can adjust that and fix that. There, we'll take care of that, don't worry. Man, there's a lot of paper in this. This is way more paper than I normally do, so I think I'll stop on this one. Like way, way more paper than I normally do in a notebook. Okay, so that needs to be I knew you were going to be hateful. Okay, so now that's the last page. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and then I'm going to fold it over the top. And then this is where I come in if I need to get rid of any edges that poke over. Just like this. I'm cutting at a weird angle, so I can't quite see where the tip of my scissors are. Okay, and then this one. Okay. I can feel that grab now against the paper. And this side actually looks good. So there we have it. And then I'll just kind of tuck that in. We can write on these pages. And that's just kind of how I first started doing these, or how I first started doing notebooks, because I didn't really know about the eyelet systems or really sewing them. I didn't know how to sew. That's just what I did. I didn't have a whole bunch of glue to use or glue sticks. So I was just kind of working with what I had, and this is what I came up with. Anyways, feel free to check it out. Try it for yourselves. I mean, it's cute, you know, it's functional. When you don't have a cat hair in it. Bug, when were you in here? Okay, we're gonna fix that. I love my kitty, I do. She just loves to walk all over this craft room. I think because she knows this is my room, so she's claiming it as hers too. Because she's my kitty. She follows me everywhere. We call them cogs in our house. Because they're cats that act like dogs. They follow you everywhere. Anyways, until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.